Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Alyssa over here at This Charming Lists. How is everybody? Find me on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram as This Charming Lists. Little nod to the Smiths, of course. And my nickname, Feminazi, is meant to subvert a term that people still use today. I heard it growing up, and the term feminist is still kind of a dirty word in today's society. And this society is very rampant with anti Semitism. But I assure you, kind souls listening to my voice, I am a feminist, full blooded Jewish queer, with a penchant for the farcical and the inane. In these hyper political times, I'm just a mama in front of a recording device, choosing to use my voice. And I know that pandering to the audience is the usual. I mean, even my son runs around going, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. So it's definitely a thing. But please subscribe to this channel, share it. It would mean a lot because it's a very new channel and I'd like to bring you a lot more content, a lot of variety of tantalizing, alluring topics on this channel. I promise. Please feel free to leave your comments and suggestions of the constructive variety, please, and I will look at them and perhaps read it on the next episode. Disclaimer: this is the internet. These facts are concurrently also from the internet and other random printed sources. Please take them with a grain of kosher salt. In other words, this podcast assumes no responsibility or liability for any errors or omissions in the content of this episode. Viewer discretion is advised. Today, we shall focus on the acid tests, Ken Kesey, and the merry pranksters. I'm super excited about this. Kenneth Elton Kesey was born September 17th, 1935. He was an American novelist, essayist, and countercultural figure. He considered himself a link between the Beat generation of the 1950s and the hippies of the 1960s. He began writing One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1960 following the completion, following the completion of a graduate fellowship in creative writing at Stanford University. He used his experiences working at the hospital as the inspiration for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. During this period, Kesey participated in government studies involving hallucinogenic drugs, including mescaline and LSD, to supplement his income. I'm going to delve into the MK Ultra program because it was an impetus for several people whose experiences with LSD and other drugs highly influenced the countercultural hippie movement. The MK Ultra program is pretty dominant in our media, surprisingly, which it surprised me a lot. It's lurking there under the surface in a lot of our film and television storylines or as a motivation for a character's behavior, usually a villain or a spy. According to author Stephen Kinzer, the CIA project was a continuation of the work begun in World War II era Japanese facilities and Nazi concentration camps on subduing and controlling human minds. Yes, it's a little bit heavy. Kinzer wrote that MK Ultra's use of mescaline on unwitting subjects was a practice that Nazi doctors had begun in the Dachau concentration camp. Kinzer proposes evidence of the continuation of a Nazi agenda, citing the CIA's secret recruitment of Nazi torturers and vivisectionists to continue the experimentation on thousands of subjects, and Nazis brought to Fort Detrick, Maryland, to instruct CIA officers on the lethal uses of sarin gas.